1 week ago, I took a look at this, the ROMOSS QS10 Portable Charger, and I said at the time I would come back after using it and give you a review of how it performs being used every day. So in this video, that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's go. Hi, my name is Pete and this is Studio Live Today, where my goal is to help you create, record and release your best music. And I'm outside today because we're using a portable battery, so why not do it while I'm actually on the go? So this is the ROMOSS QS10. If you want to check out the original review I did on this one, there's a video linked up the top and also down in the description. But in this video, what I'm going to do is let you know the pros, cons, the good, the bad, the ugly of this battery after using it for 1 week. So let's start with the positive. What am I liking about the ROMOSS QS10 so far? Well, the number one thing that I love is no cables. So this included cable here, as I showed in the original video, has a micro USB cable there, and then we can store right here in the device, we can actually store either a Lightning or a USB-C. So I've got my Lightning cable connected to that. So how cool is that? That is all I need. I plug that into my iPhone or my iPad and I'm charging up. I'm good to go. So that has been the handiest feature of this so far, is not having to carry a Lightning cable or a micro USB cable around with me and still being able to charge all of my devices. So what about performance? Well, the ROMOSS QS10 packs a pretty mean punch. I've been using it all day, charging up interchangeably my iPad Air 2, my iPhone XS and my iPhone 7, and at the end of the day I've still got at least 1 or 2 bars or lights of charge left to go. So 10,000 milliamp battery that we have in here is more than enough to keep all of my devices charged while I'm on the go for a whole day. Let's talk now about how we charge the actual charger itself. So I've been putting it on charge overnight and it has always got 4 bars ready to go in the morning. It takes a little bit of time, maybe around 4 hours, to actually go from 1 back up to 4 bars of charge. So the really good thing though is that these ports here, we've got Lightning, we've got micro USB and we've got USB-C. So wherever I am, whatever cable I have handy and plugged into power, I just throw it in this and it's charging. So I don't have to worry about making sure I've got a micro USB or whatever it needs. I've always got it ready to go. Whatever I've got handy, I plug in and it charges up. And finally, for those who care about these sort of things, what about the cosmetic side? How does it look? Well, you can see here it's got this nice pattern on there. It's actually a smooth but matte kind of finish, so it's not going to pick up fingerprints and scratches like a lot of other sort of more shiny devices can. And it seems to be pretty resilient and resistant to dirt and scratches and damage so far. So I'm pretty impressed. Yes, we're already 1 week in, but compared to other batteries that I've had, this feels like it's going to last and continue looking good for a while to come yet. So what about the flip side? What would I change about this if I could? Well, number one is it doesn't have a USB-A port, and if that matters to you, then keep that in mind. So you can't actually just plug any device in using a standard USB-A port. It has to be either USB-C, Lightning, or micro USB. Now that is 99% of my devices, but I have been doing things like testing this with a powered USB hub, and of course we can't do that. I need to use a different battery for plugging into a powered USB hub because that needs a standard USB-A plug. So that's the number one thing that I wish they'd thrown on here, is an additional USB port. Now there's other ROMOSS batteries that do have the USB-A ports, and in fact I've got another one that I'll be reviewing very soon, and I'll link to some other options down in the description if you are looking for something that does have a standard USB port. One thing I did have concerns about when I first picked this up was this cable here, being pulled in and out constantly and being plugged in and out. How long is this going to last? Well, there's really no way to know at this stage, and all I can say is that so far so good. It is actually, because it's this ribbon cable style, it's actually pretty strong in there, and I think unless you're significantly tugging on that, I think it's actually going to last okay. And again, only 1 week in, but yeah, I've had no problems so far with the cable, with the quality of the cable. It looks like it's going to last me at least several months of happy use, but that's something to keep in mind with something like this, is once that cable goes, you lose your ability to charge up anything because everything relies on this one cable charger. And the final thing that I would change is actually related to that, is that you can only charge 1 device at a time. So because I've always got 2 iPhones and 1 iPad with me at any given time, I've had to interchange between the 3. It's meant no problems because I've still had plenty of power to charge them all up, but with a 2-port USB-A charger, you're actually able to charge up 2 devices at the same time. And once again, I'll link to one of my favorite 2-port chargers down in the description if you're interested in something like that. So what's the final verdict on the ROMOSS QS10? Would I recommend using this as your daily portable battery? Well, yes, 100% yes. The convenience of having no cables, 10,000 milliamps of power, being able to charge it using any connection at all, it is just a no-brainer. If you're using an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device, and you've got USB-C, micro USB, or Lightning, all you need is this in your kit bag and you're good to go. If you're looking to pick up a ROMOSS QS10 or a similar device, check the link down in the description. There's 2 more videos about some of the other gear I recommend down below right now, and you can subscribe to the channel by clicking or tapping on the Studio Live Today icon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.